So, once your patent application is filed, it's assigned to a USPTO examiner. And the truth is, who gets your application matters just as much as what you filed. Inside the TIP tool, you can dig into your examiner's behavior with the examiner analysis feature, so you're not going in blind. Head up to the top menu, click on Examiner Analysis. Now in the search bar, start typing your examiner's name, say Janice, and select the right match when it pops up. Then click Analyze. All right, now we're in. First thing you'll see is the allowance rate comparison. It shows how your examiner stacks up against their art unit and the USPTO average. If it's red, you've got a strict examiner. Green? That's a better sign. Scroll down and you'll see their full examiner profile table, how many applications they've handled, how many they've granted or abandoned, their average time to grant, how many office actions before allowance. If someone has a 98% abandonment rate, might be time to rethink your approach. Next, there's the examination pattern tree. This is powerful. It's a decision tree showing real-world pathways applicants have taken, granted, abandoned, or still pending. Click on any node to see what typically happens next. Keep going and you'll hit Time to Grant, plus Office Actions. This section tells you how long this examiner usually takes, from shortest to longest, and how many rejections before allowance. Helps you set timelines and expectations. Then we've got the group art units they've worked in. You'll see which JUs they've examined under and how their allowance rate varies across each one. Next is the RCE trend. You'll see whether filing a request for continued examination actually helps. If 95% of RCEs get abandoned, you might want to go another route. Scroll further. Here's the allowance rate by prosecution method. Interviews, RCEs, appeals. Which ones work and which don't. It's all visual, easy to read, and gives you clues for your next move. Then we've got time between responses and office actions. This answers the classic question. We just filed. When will we hear back? You'll see average response times after non-final and final rejections. Now look at the allowance trend graph. Green bars for grants, gray for abandonments, blue for pending. Flip between filing year and grant year to see how their behaviors changed over time. Next, appeal cycles. This panel shows how far applicants make it in the appeal process. Notice, pre-appeal, full brief. If nobody gets past pre-appeal, that's a red flag. If many win at full appeal, maybe it's worth pushing. You'll also see the pre-appeal brief conference data. Quick snapshot. Does this examiner tend to reopen prosecution or stick to the rejection? Helps you decide if it's worth trying. Then comes the appeal brief results. Win or lose. Plain and simple. If the examiner gets reversed a lot, you've got options. After this, you see appeal decisions and briefs with all details of the actions. Now one of the more strategic sections. Examiner versus GAU. Office action trends. Do they issue more rejections than their peer group? You'll see side-by-side bars that tell you if they're strict or average compared to others in the same GAU. After that, there's office action trends. How many rounds until allowance? Just one? Great. 3 or more? You're in for a grind. Also shows average days to grant at each stage. Scroll down to top applicants. Which organizations have filed most often with this examiner, and what success they've had. If a big filer has a 0% allowance rate, that's something to pay attention to. And finally, top attorneys. You'll see law firms that have worked with this examiner the most, and their grant success rate. If one counsel has cracked the code, maybe it's time to take notes. So that's it. A full rundown of your examiner, powered by real USPTO data, right inside the TIP tool, TM. Use it early, use it often, and use it to stay 2 steps ahead.